Hey guys, so we're starting off chapter 13 now. We just tested chapter 12 about measurement, and now chapter 13 is area and perimeter, as you can see. Okay, I hope you watched the video about perimeter before this that talks about the guy building the fence to keep his rabbits out. Okay, perimeter is the fence. It's the distance around an object. Okay, if this sticky notes, see the sticky notes I have here, it's just a square sticky note pad. Okay, let's say it's 2 inches on the length, 2 inches on the width, 2 inches on the length, 2 inches on the width. Okay, the perimeter of this sticky note would be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, okay, which would be 8 inches. Okay, the perimeter is how far I go around. Okay, so if you were in my classroom, okay, I would have this up on the whiteboard. I think you can see this. Okay, perimeter is where the fence goes. See my fence all the way around? See my fence all the way around my dog yard? Perimeter is where the fence goes. Area is where the grass grows. Okay, area is all this stuff inside the yard. But today we're just talking about the perimeter, the fence around the yard. Perimeter is where the fence goes. Area is where the grass grows. Okay, hopefully you have out your little green and yellow cheat sheet in your math folder to help you along with this lesson as well. Okay, I would like you to pause my video, do this show what you know, at least the front page of it, do the front page, pause it, and then we'll do the math lesson. At the end of this video, I'll come back and tell you the answers to this show what you know page, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with 13.1, the math lesson, and work our way through this. Grab my pens here. Okay, the most important thing with perimeter is no matter what, add up all the sides. Okay, usually there's squares and rectangles, so you could say add up all 4 sides, but sometimes I like to give you shapes that are not perfect squares or rectangles. Okay, in your math folder, I put some examples in there, some fun things for you to try that are not squares and rectangles. Add up all the sides. If you made a fence around that shape, all the sides, add up all sides, okay? All right, let's look at this. Julio is putting a stone border around his rectangular garden. The length of the garden is 7 feet. Okay, the length is how long it is right here. The long, like your hair, you say, how long is your hair? What is the length of your hair? It falls this way, right? So when we talk about the length, we're talking about going down this way. The length is 7 feet. The width, how wide it is 5 feet. So you have 7 feet and 5 feet. How many feet of stone border does Julio need? Okay, when you see words like stone border or fence or perimeter or edging, it's talking about perimeter. Okay, those are all perimeter clue words. Hold on one second. Go on, little buddy. Okay. All right, perimeter is the distance around a shape. Again, add up all the sides. Okay. To find how many feet of stone border Julio needs, find the perimeter of the garden. Okay, move this up a little bit. Use addition. This is the easiest way, the way you can always use. Add up all 4 sides. Okay, so I know if this is 7 right here, there's 4 sides to this shape, not just 2. Just because there's only 2 numbers doesn't mean there's 2 sides. Okay, if this is 7, then this is 7. Okay, if this is 5 on the width, that means this is 5 on the width up here. Okay, there's 4 sides to the shape, so you need 4 numbers. Okay, so 7 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5. Okay, in my head, I think, okay, I'm going to put this 5 and 5 together first because I know 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, and then I can add 7 plus 7, which is 14. Okay, you need to figure out some way to add up 7 plus 7 plus 5 plus 5. Again, in my head, I think it's easiest to say, well, 5 plus 5 is 10, and 7 plus 7 is 14. 10 plus 14, 4 plus 0 is 4, 1 plus 1 is 2, would be 24. Okay, that's the way my head does it, but do it the way that's best for you. The perimeter is 24 feet. So Julio needs 24 feet of stone border. Okay. Another way that you can think about this is with multiplication. Okay, again, the way I want you to do it all the time, the easiest way is to just add up all 4 sides, okay? This right here is the way that will always work for you. Okay, if you're in Mrs. Peck's room, always do it this way, add up all four sides. Okay, we're just going to talk about some of the formulas that can work for mental math, okay? Find the perimeter of a rectangle, okay? Another way you can do it is 2 times the length times 2 times the width and add them together. It's like they're partial products, okay? Because a lot of times when they show you the picture, they just write down what the width is and what the length is, right? But we know that you actually have those two numbers twice. We fill them in if they're not there. Okay, so another thing you can do is you can say 2 times the length. So the length is how long it goes down this way. So 12 times 2 would be what? 2 times 12 would be 24. And the width times 2, 8 times 2 would be 16. Then I have to add those two together right here. 24 plus 16 equals 4 plus 6 is 10 equals 40. So the perimeter is 40 centimeters. Again, the easiest way, the way that will always work, is to just do 12 plus 8 plus 8. Okay, that will always work. Okay, 8 plus 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 0 stays, 2 goes up, 2, 3, 4. Okay? All right, another thing to keep in mind is you're finding a perimeter of a square. Okay, a square has all four sides the same. Okay, so this 16 inches, 16 inches, 16 inches, and 16 inches. I'm going to sneeze. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Okay, in a square, since all four sides are the same, you can just take what one of the sides is, 16, and multiply by 4, like a short turtle head problem. Okay, 6 times 4 is 24. 4 stays, 2 goes up. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 more is 6. That would be 64. The perimeter is 64 inches. Okay? All right, let's go on to the next page. You're doing great. Oops. Okay, a formula is a mathematical rule. Okay, it's a rule, something you can always follow, like a pattern. It's a rule. Okay? You can always do perimeter equals 2 times the length and 2 times the width. That's what we just talked about on that other problem. Okay? The easiest way to do it is to just add up all the sides. Side plus side plus side plus side. That one always works. Okay? It's just wanting to show you in this problem that whatever the length and width are, you have them twice. 2 times the length, 2 times the width. Okay, so in this one, I don't know why they did that. It seems like that would be the length, that'd be the width, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, 2 times the length. Okay, I always say the length is this way. That makes sense. That's what it said earlier. Okay, so 2 times 14 plus 2 times 18. Okay, now we have those two math problems to solve. 2 times 14 and 2 times 18. I'm just going to put one up here. 14 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, and that answer is going to go down here. 28. And 18 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. Be 36. Okay, now I still have to add those two numbers together. 28 plus 36. 8 plus 6 is 14. 4 stays, 1 goes up. This 2 and 1 become a 3, so it's like 3 plus 3 is 6. So I get 64. Okay, that way that I told you always works is still the easiest way. 18 plus 18 plus 14 plus 14. We should get the same answers we did the other way. 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 4 more is 20. Plus 4 more is 24. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 64. Okay, so we got the same answer. The perimeter is 64 apples. 64 right here, meters. Okay, use a distributive property to write the formula another way. Okay, another way. What's another way we could write this? Okay, I'm going to make a little example problem over here with small numbers. This side's 4, this side's 2. Okay, Another thing you can do, because you know that if this is 4, then this is 4 over here, I'll fill it in a different color. And if this is 2, then this is 2 down here, right? You know that. Okay, another thing you can do is you can always add up one of the lengths and one of the widths. So 4 plus 2 would be 6, right? And take whatever that number is and times it by 2. Okay, because I will get that number twice. Okay, because watch, I can do the same thing over here. 4 plus 2 is 6. Now I have to add 6 essentially times 2, or 6 plus 6, right? Okay, so another way we could write that formula is to say P, which is perimeter, equals 2 times, what's a parentheses, length plus width. That's what we just did. We took the length plus the width. We got 6, and we times 6. This would be 6 right here, times 2, right? Our answer would be 12. Okay, this is just a trickier way of thinking of it, boys and girls, okay? If you don't get it, that's okay. All you have to understand is to find the perimeter, add up all the sides, okay? All right, what letter do we use for perimeter? It says write a formula for perimeter of a square. What letter do we use for perimeter? Perimeter is always P. What letter do we use for the length? Okay, it's L, it's a lowercase l. Okay, it looks like a 1, but it's not, it's an L. Okay, the formula for the perimeter of a square. Okay, we know we can add up all the sides. So P equals length plus length plus length plus length. Again, those look like 1s, but they're not. That's a lowercase l for length. Okay, or another thing you can do, because it's a square. Okay, let's make my sides, all of them are 10. Okay, it's a square, so they all have to be the same. I can take the length, which is 10, and times it by 4. So I have 10 times 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. That's 10 times 4. Okay, so, or I could do P equals 4 times the length. Does that make sense, guys? Again, these are L's. 4 times the length. Okay, justify it. That means explain it. How can you do 4 times the length in a square? Let's explain. In a square, hold on, let me shut this door again. Here, Tucker. Come say hi. Oh, Tucker says hi. Say hi. I want to learn perimeter too. Huh? You want to learn perimeter too? Okay, go lay down. Okay, so let's justify it. Let's explain it. Okay. In a square, all 4 sides are the same. Or we could say are equal, right? So I can take the length of one side and multiply it by 4 to find the perimeter. Okay, pause it if you need to catch up with me. I'm going to keep going. Okay. Next page, share and show. Look at us go, man. We're getting through this. No matter what, you can add up all 4 sides. It's the easiest method. Okay, they're going to continue to use this 2 times the length, 2 times the width. It's whatever works for you, boys and girls. Okay, I think it's easier to have you stick to the same thing every time and add up all 4 sides. Okay, so I'm going to say 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, fill in these sides that aren't there. That's an 8 and that's a 4, isn't it? Okay, don't make them look too close to your math problem there. Okay, now in my head, how am I going to figure this out? Well, this 4 plus 4 is another 8. I just replaced that 4 plus 4 with another 8. So it's really like I have 8 times 3, right? 8, 8, and 8. What's 8 times 3? 24. If you know your math facts, it makes your life a lot easier. The perimeter is 24 feet. Okay. Oops, look at me. I put these in the wrong place over here, didn't I? I just noticed that. Teachers make mistakes. All right, find the perimeter of the rectangle or square. My hair is in my face today. Okay, we're finding the perimeter. Again, if this side is 16 down here, this side over here is 16. If this side is 4, this side is 4. Fill in the sides that are missing. In perimeter, you need all the sides. Add up all the sides, not just the sides that they wrote down, all the sides. Okay? So I need to add up 16 plus 16 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 4 more. Well, okay, you could do it either way. I'd say these 4 plus 4 is 8. 6 plus 6 is 12. 8 more is 20. Okay, you could do it either way. 6 plus 6 is 12. 4 more is 16. 4 more is 20. Doesn't matter. 2 plus 2 will give me 4. So I have 40 yards. Okay, 40 all the way around. 16. 4 more is 20. 16 more is 36. 4 more is 40, going all the way around that shape. If you were naughty and had to walk around the perimeter of your yard until you calm down, you're walking around for 40 yards. Okay, this one has a little bigger numbers, but that's okay. We can add up bigger numbers. If this side is 110 meters, this side is 110 meters. If this side's 42 meters, this side is 42 meters. Okay, I just have to add up all 4 of those numbers. 110 plus 110 plus 42 plus 42. Okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, 9, 10. 0 stays, 1 goes up. 1, 1, 1. 3. 304 meters. Boys and girls, if I move too fast, stop, try to do the problem on your own, and then come back to me. I just don't want to have a 2-hour-long math lesson video, right? Okay. This one has 4 meters on the length and 4 meters on the width. If those are the same, that means this must be a square. Oh, problem number 4. That's confusing. Okay, so I'm going to put a 4 up here and a 4 over here to fill in all my sides. Okay, I have to add all those up. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Hey, that's like a multiplication problem, isn't it? I have 4 times. What's 4 times 4? 16, right? The perimeter is 16 meters. Okay? All right, the on your owns down here at the bottom. Okay, again, if you can, if you feel confident, stop, do the on your owns, and then come back and see if you and I get the same answer. Okay, adding up all 4 sides. This is a 34 because that's a 34. This is a 20 because that's a 20. So adding them all up, 34 plus 34 plus 20 plus 20. 4 plus 4 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So 108 inches. Okay. This one right here, is it a rectangle or a square? Look at the lengths and the width. They turned it so it looks like a diamond, but if I turned it back, okay, it's just a square. 116 is the length, 116 is the width. Okay, so that means this is 116, this is 116. Okay, it's probably going to be faster to multiply that than it is to add all 4 numbers. So I'm just going to do 116 times 4 because it's a square. I can do that because all 4 sides are the same. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 stays, 2 goes up. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 more is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. 464 feet. Okay? Number 7 is a rectangle. They're not the same. This side is 42 because this side's 42. This side's 21 because that side is 21. Okay, so 42 plus 42 plus 21 plus 21. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 126 meters. Okay. 63. If this one's 63, this one's 63. Oops. This one's 42, then this one's 42. So I need 63 plus 63 plus 42 plus 42. Okay, 3 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 plus 6 is 12. Again, look for the mental math. 4 plus 4 is 8. This 12 plus 8. Think of like a 10 spring. 12 plus 8 would give you 20. One more is 21. Okay, 210 centimeters. Okay, length and width are the same. 23 yards and 23 yards. This is a 23. This is a 23. I wrote down the number 23. It's written down 4 times. So 23 times 4. That'll be quicker for most of you than adding it. You do what's best for you. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 stays, 1 goes up. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 more is 9. 92 yards. Okay, you guys are doing great. Last one here. This is 133. This is 133. If this is 40, then this is 40. So let's add all those up. 133 plus 133 plus 40 plus 40. Okay, 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6 again. Plus 4 more is 10. Plus 4 more is 14. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. 346 inches. Okay, good job, guys. Got 3 more story problems, okay? Alejandra. In Spanish, the J makes an H sound. Alejandra plans to sew fringe on a scarf. The scarf is shaped like a rectangle. Okay, draw it. The length of the rectangle is 48 inches. The length is 48 inches. The width is 1/2 of the length. They don't tell us what number is. We have to figure out what 1/2 of 48 is. Okay, so up here I'm going to do 48 divided by 2. How many times will 2 go into 4? 2, I divided. Now multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract and get 0. Is your remainder smaller than your divisor? Yes. Bring down the 8. How many times will 2 go into 8? 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract and get 0. Is your remainder smaller than your divisor? Anything to bring down? No. Anything to bring up? No. Okay, so 1/2 of 48 is 24. How much fringe does she need? She's going to have fringe on all 4 sides, right? This is fringe, little strings that hang off. So this is 48, this is 48, this is 24, this is 24. Now what do I need to do? Add all of those up, okay? Do it over here. 48 plus 48 plus 24 plus 24. All right, 8 plus 8 is 16. Look, there's another 8 right here. So it's like 8 times 3 is 24. 4 plus 4 is 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 144. Okay, a common mistake of kids is to forget to put these 2 numbers on the other length and width. Okay, if you were looking at these and just guessing at a mistake that 4th graders might make, okay, if they only thought to put 48 plus 24, and they didn't do the other ones, 8 plus 4 is 12, 6. Look, that answer right there, 72, is if you made a mistake and only added up 2 sides rather than 4. So be careful, boys and girls, okay? We're not going to use the rest of the work that they did. We did ours a different way, okay? Hot problem. What is the side length of a square? Draw it. With a perimeter of 44 centimeters. Okay, that's a sad looking square, Mrs. May. It's all right. Okay, the perimeter is 44. P equals 44. Not a side. With a perimeter of 44 centimeters. Okay, that means all 4 sides added up together equal 44. So I need to figure out what those sides are. Those are like question marks. I don't know what they are. Okay, so something plus something plus something plus something equals 44. What would that be? They all have to be the same because it's a square. I can take 44 divided by 4. What would that be? What's 40 divided by 4 would be 10. 44 divided by 4 would be 11. So all of these sides have to be 11, 11, 11, 11, right? Every side has to be 11 for the perimeter to be 44 if it's a square. So it asks, what is the side length? The side length is 11. Okay. Mr. Wong is putting a brick edge. There's a perimeter word around his rectangular patio. What is the perimeter of the patio? Okay, hopefully you have this one. Why don't you pause it and do it and come back to me? Okay, try to find that perimeter on your own. Add up all 4 sides. Okay, pause me. Okay, if this is 18, then this is 18. If this is 10, then that is 10. Okay, so I need to add 18 plus 18. I know this 10 and 10 right here are going to equal 20, so I'm just going to make it a 20. Okay, 8 plus 8 is 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 56 feet. Hopefully that's the same thing, that you got. All right, back to the answers on the quiz. Before the lesson, I think I threw them right in here. Okay, number 1. Oh, here, I'll just show you my teacher book, okay? That'd be easier. Number 1, 4 times 6 is 24. Number 2, 3 times 9 is 27 because there's 9, 9, and 9, right? Okay, number 3, the answer is 237. Number 4, the answer is 541. Number 5, the answer is 440. Number 6, the answer is 1,169. Number 7, the answer is 468. Number 8, the answer is 203. Number 9, the answer is 210. Number 10, the answer is 513. These are short turtlehead problems. There's only one row, right? Okay, hopefully you got all those right. Okay, if you did the Carmen Sandiego problem at the bottom, okay, there's more than one possible answer, but one of the answers could be 121 yards by 40 yards, okay? It asked you what could the side lengths be, meaning the length would be 121, the width would be 40, but there's other possible answers, okay? There's other things that are possible. Ask a parent if you got an answer that's different, or text me and ask me the answer. Have your parent text me, okay? All right. I hope you guys understand perimeter, okay? Watch the other perimeter video that I showed you before this, okay, off of YouTube. Okay, again, perimeter is where the fence goes. Area is where the grass grows. Okay, see my whiteboard here? My blue fence around the outside. Perimeter is the fence. Okay, if you're trying to fence your dog in, keep them in your yard, you need to know how much fence to put up. Perimeter is where the fence goes. Area is where the grass grows. We have not done area yet. It's coming later this week, okay? Thanks, boys and girls. I'll see you. I miss you all a lot, okay? Have a good day.